Hello dear students, once again you are welcome in this video. Dear students, in this video we are going to talk about a new author. Actually, I am going to introduce you a new author, contemporary author, which she recently won a very prestigious prize in Britain, Women's Prize. This is one of the prestigious prizes considered in English literature or literature. So today we have a new author and I will tell you about her biography, then about her debut novel, about her historical novel which is set on Shakespeare's son, only son, and Shakespeare's wife. Dear students, as we all know about Shakespeare, and there are curiosity about writing of Shakespeare and more curiosity about the personal life of William Shakespeare. So here we have a new information about William Shakespeare's personal life in a novel. Actually, it is a historical novel, and the author tried to cover Shakespeare's personal life, his wife and son, the only son called Hamnet, who died at the age of 11. And she is trying to relate the Shakespeare's most or one of the most famous plays, Hamlet, with this Hamlet. So you have a relationship between Hamlet, the play, and Hamnet, the son, Shakespeare's only son. So get into the video and let's understand the very writer Maggie O'Farrell and her debut novel called Hamnet. So, dear students, here we have Maggie O'Farrell's Hamnet, a historical novel based on Shakespeare's wife and son called Hamnet. Now, here you are looking the picture of Maggie O'Farrell and her daughter. So, here we have her daughter and Maggie O'Farrell. So, dear students, first let me tell you that the curiosity remains the same throughout many generations with Shakespeare and his works, or the writing of Shakespeare, the body of literature Shakespeare produced. And we have here information about Shakespeare's only son who died at the age of 11. The name of Shakespeare's son was Hamnet. So it is the story of Hamnet, the son of Shakespeare, and the wife of Shakespeare, and Hamlet's mother, Anne, or here in the novel we have Agnes. Now, dear students, first let me tell you biography of Maggie O'Farrell. She was born on 27th May 1972 in Coleraine, Northern Ireland, and she grew in Wales and Scotland, and she is Irish British novelist. Then she educated at North Berwick High School, Branteg Comprehensive School, and Newhall, Cambridge. So her schooling she received in various institutions, prestigious institutions in Britain. Now, students, she married to William Sutcliffe, who also is a novelist. Actually, they met in Cambridge, and then they decided to live together and married. Now they live in Edinburgh with their three children. Maggie O'Farrell and William live in Edinburgh. Now, dear students, I would like to tell you about the career of Maggie O'Farrell. Now, when you look at Maggie O'Farrell's career, you will find that she first worked as a journalist in Hong Kong. Then she became deputy literary editor of Independent on Sunday. She also taught creative writing at the prestigious universities like University of Warwick in Coventry and Goldsmiths College, London. She taught to many students how to write creatively or creative writing. Now she is more famous as a historical fiction writer or the fiction writer. Now, dear students, here we have some of famous novels which won her various prestigious awards and honors. So here I have a list for you. her first novel, After You Had Gone, 2000, actually it is written in 2009 but published in 2000. Second, we have My Lover's Lover, published in 2002. Then we have The Distance Between Us, 2004. Then we have The Vanishing Act of Esme Lennox, published in 2007. Next we have The Hand That Held First Mine, 2010. Now dear students, if you look at the career and novels composed by O'Farrell or Maggie, you will find that how she started her career as a journalist and later she became, or parallelly she became, a historical fiction writer. We know that on Shakespeare there are many books were written already and many are being written nowadays. And here we have Maggie O'Farrell, who researched on the personal life of Shakespeare and she tried to give us some glimpses from the personal life of Shakespeare. If you look at her various novels, you will find she tackled the contemporary themes in her novels. But here in Hamnet, we have very special theme based on a famous English writer's son. And let me tell you that in the novel, she never written or never talked the name of Shakespeare. Instead, she calls his father, his tutor, his parents, but we do not find the very name of Shakespeare in the novel. So there are reasons she states why she did not include the name of Shakespeare. The very first reason she cited is that she thought that the readers would distract with the name of Shakespeare, because Shakespeare is a towering figure in English literature, and in comparison with this towering figure, we have Hamnet, the only son of Shakespeare, who is not mentioned more than a passage or a few lines in any biography of Shakespeare written by various scholars. So Hamnet gets a little space on the page in a few lines or in a paragraph, as we have Shakespeare, a towering figure. So she did not include the name of Shakespeare in her novel. Just he is mentioned as Hamlet's father or Hamlet's tutor or with some else name, but not with Shakespeare. Here we have instructions for a heat wave 2013. This must be the place 2016, and the historical novel which we are going to discuss here, Hamnet, composed in 2020. She also is famous for her memoir called I Am, published in 2017. Here we have a few awards and honors received by Maggie, and these awards are prestigious awards in literature. We have very first Betty Trask Award for After You Had Gone. She received in 2000. Somerset Maugham Award for The Distance Between Us, 2005. Costa Book Award for The Hand That First Held Mine, 2010. And her other two novels also shortlisted for the same Costa Book Award. Then she received one of the prestigious awards which women receive in English literature, Women's Prize for Fiction, and it is given to her novel Hamnet in 2020. So dear students, she is such a prestigious author and she composed various novels. She also wrote excerpts and various pieces in newspapers. She worked as a deputy editor in a newspaper, and hence she have a great experience of writing, and she experimented on various levels while writing. Here we have historical novel, historical fiction, and Hamnet is an excellent outcome through her pen. Hamnet gives us a glance of Shakespeare's personal life, Shakespeare's wife Anne Hathaway, and Shakespeare's only son Hamnet. So dear students, let me tell you that what is there in the Hamnet. So here we have a quotation or we have an opinion or remark by Maggie O'Farrell. I have long thought that grief is the other side of love. actually it is published. There is an excerpt interview published in Indian Express, and she talks in that interview, and she has given this statement in the same interview. So love is not the single side, or love is not the only thing which gives you happiness or the joyful experience, but the other side of love is grief. And here she is talking about a mother's grief towards her son, and she is talking about the Agnes grief to Hamlet in this particular novel. So let me tell you the synopsis. So dear students, this is the official website of Maggie O'Farrell, and it is maggieofarrell.com. Here you see she has listed Hamlet at the very homepage, on the very homepage, and here we have the synopsis of Hamlet. Now it is the Sunday Times bestseller. If you look at the here, you will understand. Now here we have two reviews, one of the best reviews about Hamlet, the novel. Here the first review comes from Guardian. Immersive, at times shockingly intimate, ought to win prizes. Now Guardian says, the newspaper says it must win prizes. So it is immersive, at times shockingly intimate. Next we have David Mitchell's review, a thing of shimmering wonder. So he says it is a thing of shimmering wonder. So it's a wonder in the personal life of Shakespeare. Next we have two extraordinary people, a love that draws them together, a loss that threatens to tear them apart. A great thing, you will understand. Now dear students, when you think about this Hamlet, you basically remind of Hamlet, the great play of Shakespeare. So Hamlet is a play. Many scholars consider that the title of this play is directly borrowed from the name of the only son of Shakespeare, that is Hamlet. Hamlet, Hamlet. So if you just put a finger on L, you will find how it is simple Hamlet converted into Hamnet. So the name Hamlet is given from Hamnet. Here we have the relationship of the play Hamlet to Hamnet. So I will read this synopsis and then we will understand. Here you see, on a summer's day in 1596, a young girl in Stratford upon Avon takes to her bed with a fever. Her twin brother Hamnet searches everywhere for help. Why is nobody at home? Their mother Agnes is over a mile away in the garden where she grows medicinal herbs. Their father is working in London. Neither parent knows that one of the children will not survive the week. Now it is very clearly stated that Hamnet dies in 1596 at the age of 11, and at that time her mother was not present there, and his father also was not present there, the parent of Hamlet, because Shakespeare eventually was working in London away from the family which is there in the Stratford upon Avon. Avon is a river and there is a small village called Stratford. So they were living in the Stratford. At the time when he falls ill, Hamnet, her mother also was not present. She went to a farm a mile away, and there she was working on a medicinal herbs. So this is the situation present, and from this situation we can understand how grief entresses the family. Let's read next. Hamlet is a novel inspired by the son of a famous playwright, as I already told you. It is a story of the bond between twins and of a marriage pushed to the brink by grief. Now you can understand how the family is suffered from this trauma of their son. Now dear students, if you look at the biography of Shakespeare, there are many scholars who talks about Shakespeare a lot, but a bit about Shakespeare's wife and the children. Now many scholars even condemn Shakespeare's wife Anne Hathaway, or here Agnes, that she did not care about Shakespeare, or there is some misleading relationship between the two. But here Maggie O'Farrell wanted to give us a new view about the relationship of Shakespeare with his wife. So if you read this novel, I will put the link in the description to purchase the novel. If you read this novel, you will understand how intimate bond were there between Shakespeare and his wife. And here we will receive a new perspective to look at the relationship of Shakespeare to his wife Anne, or Agnes in the novel. Next, it is also the story of a kestrel and its mistress, flea that boards a ship in Alexandria, and a glowmaker's son who flouts convention in pursuit of the woman he loves. Above all, it is a tender and unforgettable reimagining of a boy whose life has been all but forgotten, but whose name was given to one of the most celebrated plays ever written. Now, if you look at this piece, you will clearly understand it is a story of a boy who was forgotten in the pages of history. But here, Maggie O'Farrell wanted to rejuvenate the Shakespeare's only son and gives us a new perspective in the life of Shakespeare, the personal life of Shakespeare. And here we also find the bond between mother and her son. And again, we also have the grief of a family. How that moment was stressful to both the wife and husband, or the father and mother of that boy who leaves the world at the age of 11. So dear students, this is the story in Hamlet. If you read this original novel, you will understand many things, and I recommend you should read it. So I will provide you the link in the description below. You can purchase this novel directly from there. And dear students, if you like this video, please hit the like button and also share this video among your friends. Subscribe to Literature, simply press the bell notification icon so that you can get the new updates. Now I am deciding to make new videos for you. So thank you very much for watching this complete video. Let's meet in the next video.